So yeah, I think vice captain and the captain of the captains. Ooh, that looks. Ooh, that looks nice. Yeah, the upperclassmen and the upperclassmen, basically to Hina. But I mean, the vice captain and the captain probably are also the next couple because we saw someone like that. After that exchange, I parted with Hina. I went through the main gate and headed left. I also like the music, by the way. This is soothing. I went through the main gate and headed left. The way I always go home, a street called Camellia Lane, tucked between camellia hedges and a sloping vineyard. Looks definitely nice. I love it. I can dig it. The road is too narrow for cars, so it serves mainly as a school route for students who live around the Yatsugishi apartments. My house and Hina's house are both in the area. Yatsugishi is a bit older than the Shimachi area, with the station on the other side of the school. The apartments are pretty old too. I guess there used to be a bunch of big factories there, with the apartment used by their employees. It's about a 15-minute walk to and from school, but today I'm stopping at the Chumaru on the way. I'll get the tonkatsu thin sliced and make them, oh Jesus, mille folies style. It's a cheap way to make a lot. I wasn't the only one walking toward Yatsugishi from school, but we all moved at our own paces. I continued on as I always do. And by the way, I watched the show Chernobyl today. The first 2 episodes, by the way. Fucking awesome show. If you need a show to watch, it's like 5 episodes. Each episode is 1 hour, but it's so fucking goddamn good. Kind of reminded me of the reactor explosion a little bit there. What? I followed the sound of the exclamation to find someone crouching beside the guardrail blocking the slope. Who is that blue skirt? I guess she's in my year. What happened? Did she bump into the guardrail even though the path is completely straight? Hey, are you okay? I ventured. Darn. I couldn't help it. Why did I go and say something to somebody I don't know? It's probably nothing serious and she might be embarrassed now that I've called attention to her. She's not on the ground or anything, and it doesn't look like she really hurt herself that much. Yet I called out to her when I should have just ignored her. Why? I'm sure she thinks it's none of my business. But I just couldn't help myself. Darn it. Is it because I've been doing all this stuff at school lately? I'm letting my guard down. But I can't just ignore her now. I'm good. I'm A-okay. Just whacked my knee a little. Well, her voice is energetic at least. That looks painful though. She's on the ground clutching her knee. Are you alright? You're not hurt? Or there's no going back now. I got out my handkerchief. No prop. This ain't enough to get a rocket down. Oh, that stinks. I scraped it a little, but it's nothing serious. Sorry, thanks. Wait. That's one from the intro. Alright. A big hairband and big headphones, hair dyed in bright brown. That's actually blonde. She looked up and then gawked at me. What is it? Izatomi! What? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah? Like, do I know her? No, I don't think so. I might have seen her around school, but I don't remember meeting her. What, Tom? It's been a while? But she seems to know me. Seriously though, who is she? Oh, what? I'm sorry, who are you? I can't remember. What? Seriously? That's cold, man. But I really don't remember you. It's me. Alright, that's right. We haven't talked since we started at Shojou, have we? We were in the same class once, weren't we? It's Koba Yuka. I know that name, yeah. She's an old classmate, huh? But Koba-san. Yeah, you can't tell, huh? Yeah, I had no idea. Koba Yuka, yeah? We were classmates once, her voice sounds familiar too, but... Did you always dress like that? So harsh, I get it though. Well, the Koba-san I knew was more plain. Her hair wasn't dyed like that. Now that I look closely, her face does look kind of familiar, just a little. Yeah, I guess. I didn't used to really stand out. Yeah, you didn't. You're right. That's harsh. But I was reborn when I started at Shojou, you know. I was like, I can't go on like I used to. I had a fateful meeting after all. With the spirits? With rock and roll. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. She's changed a bit too much, hasn't she? I'm Koba-san. I mean, I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't have said anything for entirely different reasons. Come on, yeah, don't gotta be so distant and not enough with the Koba-san. Just call me Yuka. Hey, you know, we're neighbors, right? Well, already on the first name basis, huh? So everybody in the Yatsukushi apartments are neighbors? That's kind of a lot, you know? You could fit an entire school district in there. But basically, I guess that's basically the thing. It's starting to seem like I'm not gonna be able to get away with Koba-san anymore, though. Then Yuka is fine. Yeah, rock on! Trendsetters like us gotta stick together. Sure thing. I'm sorry, what? I was really surprised when I saw you after I started at Shojou. You, like, suddenly got really cool. It's like perfect honor student look of yours was totally gone. You looked like really badass. Yeah, she wears the same thing any other girl does. Yeah, I like that. It's super cool. Let's rock, man. That side was great. I can't even imagine that she is considering my change on the same level as hers. Me too, I was like, I can't go on like this, man. I tried super hard. Maybe I was weird from my look, but like, yeah, gotta start somewhere, right? Well, okay, but where did the way you're talking come from? Oh, this? I guess I just picked it up from stuff the guys in my band. I like it though, it's rock, you know? Right. And there's no getting rid of it now. Whoops. I'm not sure I really understand what she means by rock. Yeah, same. Ha, well, okay. I should stop trying to understand this. Yeah, you won't. So, your knee's alright? You just scraped it? Yeah, I'm good. I'll be fine if you just leave it here, leave it alone. Jeez, what are you bumping into guardrails on this straight path for? Oh man, listen to this! Oh my god, I really don't want to. I suddenly got this sick inspiration. I was like, crap, I've got to write this down and I'm never gonna remember this later. What? I've heard rock musicians do drugs a lot, but no, in Yuka's case, it's probably just natural. So I was writing this stuff down and then the guardrail just came out of nowhere. Bam! I see, you should be careful where you're going from now on. See you. Yeah, I'm done. I don't think there's really any more to say. I've got to hurry to the Chumaru. Hey, wait a second. You're really cool, Yuna. I think the word you're looking for is cold. Wait. Calm. Don't want to hear the number I've been working on? No. I bet you do. Nope. I tried to signal her with my eyes and walk away, but... Oh, wait, seriously? I'm sorry. Please, listen. Please. What is it? It's not that I gave in, but we were headed in the same direction, so I didn't really want her clinging to me the whole time. Thanks, okay, so... What? Hurry up. Show it to me or sing or whatever. I like kind of fell in love a little while ago. Huh? So I like had no idea what to do, right? When I realized it was love, like it's like we couldn't even speak anymore. I'm not sure how to deal with this information. So I like confess my love. I want to start going out and stuff, but my head just goes blank. We weren't able to talk much before, but now it's completely hopeless. I'll never be able to confess. I had no idea what to do, but that's when I got the idea. If I can't say my feelings, now I gotta sing them. Cause I'm a rocker, you know? It's not a way. Sure. No, I'm sure there are a few. So I thought, but I couldn't find it in me to deny her enthusiasm or drive or whatever it is. I get it, but for real? You get it? You know, I knew you would. Right. So the song you want me to hear is, well, that one. Yes. Please no. I don't think I can get out of this now, though. Please, just read this bit here. It's my love song packed with all the rock and roll I've got. Then give me your honest opinion, please, Yuna. I got it. Okay, so I write lyrics. If you haven't watched it, by the way, by the time this is out, it's been out for a while. It's called Lyrical Warfare, which is one of my best songs, I think, lyric-wise. Check that out. So let's see the lyrics. It's gonna be interesting. She held out her notebook under a bowed hat. Well, I've done it now. The notebook was already open when I took it. It was where Yuka's rock and roll was. Okay. We can get why I want to know what it says. Oh, okay. I prepared myself and read the words on the notebook. Okay, let's see. I love you. Love is a bondage. I'm looking at you with my hands and feet bound. I'm always looking, staring at you. Oh, I'm watching you. My heart's all hot. What do I do? What do I do? I love you. I can't stop. I want to bow down. I want to kiss your feet. I want to cling to you. Please love me. Yep, it's worse than I expected. And probably worse than anything I've ever read before. What do you think? I tried to pour my heart and soul into it. Oh, and I'm gonna ask one of the guys in my band to write the song. I'm gonna ask him to make it real cool. That'll work, right? So you're in a band then, Yuka? Yeah. It's with people from outside of school, though. What do your bandmates say about your lyrics? Well, I haven't shown these to anybody. You're the first one, you know. Not these, like, have you written other songs? They compliment me. Like, it's way too soon for my style and stuff. Yeah, they're not complimenting you. What? What is this, seriously? You want? Oh, Jesus Christ. You want my honest opinion, right? I'm gonna give it to you then. This isn't good. If someone confessed to me like this, I'd be scared, definitely. I would get out of there. I would turn you down on the spot. What? It's pretty harsh. There isn't a single positive thing to say. What? Seriously? Seriously. Well, the whole thing is about you, right? And it makes you look a lot like a stalker. Yeah, and she actually is a little bit self-centered there. That's true. That's what you shouldn't do. Ugh. Shouldn't you know, write a little more about why you fell in love? That's more like a love song, isn't it? Now that you mention it, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Why did I give her a Texas accent? How close are you two anyway? Is it someone in your band? No, the band... No, the band's all girls, you know. It's crazy. Let's see. I guess we just talk a little every day. That's definitely gonna make you sound like a stalker if you suddenly sing the song. Stalkers aren't good. Stalkers aren't rock at all. Right. You've got to climb the proper steps here. Steps. Yeah, why don't you go get to know each other better first, the both of you. Right. Can't you, like, start as friends or something? Don't you think you should get to know each other better before you write the lyrics? Friends, Why am I giving her serious advice? I have no idea about this stuff. Yeah, it's the one from the band, basically. Though I'm pretty sure I have a better idea than Yuka. She's really scratching her head over this, but I'm not wrong, am I? I'm starting to lose confidence here, and when I was thinking about saying something to her, she bumped her knee again. Yeah, it's kind of the voice that I anticipated. I love the baffled look on on Yuna in the back there. That's a little bit too much enthusiasm, don't you think? Sure thing. She would be a great fit for Ano, actually. So I thought, but I didn't voice the question. I thought we'd probably go off course again if I did. That's us. Alright, don't use the Lord's name in vain. Who the fuck cares even? I mean, one person exists, the other one doesn't. Yes. She uses ore, by the way, which is usually only used by men, so alright. I never said it would happen, though I probably shouldn't tell her that. Alright. And? Okay. Yeah, I may think that, but I won't say it. Can't really care that much when Yuka's got this much energy. Yeah, she's learning. I suppose I'm not sure how proper it was though. Sure. I couldn't help sighing. That was a cool sigh. I don't have any energy to talk back to her anymore, just do whatever you want. I felt my mouth going slack. Whatever the fuck that means. Yuka shouted, walking straight forward, brisk and full of energy. It was just so ridiculous. The bedazzled look on Yuna's face is just the best in this scenario. Oh yeah, there are some in between bits, as we can see from the pictures on the right here. By the way, thumbnail material for Sheezy. Let's see, rain falls and love blooms. 6, which basically consists of 2 persons now at this point. Maybe 3 if we count Hina in, which I don't think is the case. Oh yeah, I love rainy days. Fucking love it. It's fucking amazing. It's almost that day. Let's get a little bit more down, because you know we have a chill tune right now as well. So let's adjust this right here. The last day of June. The first day I spoke to Sachi-san. The day I confessed to her. What? The day Sachi-san told me she loved me too. The day Sachi-san and I became a couple. Oh, that's Megumi. It's the day I died. Ah. Oh, we get background story? No. Yes, maybe. I first met Sachi-san right after starting school at Shojou, April 9th. I'll never forget that day. I'd been wandering around the school and decided to take advantage of the nice weather by going to the roof for lunch. Sachi-san was there. I could tell right away. I mean, her uniform was the only one that stood out from all the others. A black sailor uniform. It was striking, complementing her long black hair. She stood on the edge of the roof, her back to the fence. She didn't look like she was doing anything in particular, just idly observing the state of the roof. She glanced at me when I appeared, then returned her gaze to the rest of the roof. But in that one moment, I felt my heart swelling, my cheeks flushing hot. I could feel my head start spinning. It was love at first sight. This mature girl, probably an upperclassman, with her beautiful long black hair and her unique uniform. I didn't know her name or what class she was in. I didn't know what to do. My thoughts fizzled out, and when I turned back to look in her direction again, she was already gone. I thought my head was only spinning for a second, but there was only empty space by the time I looked back. She was nowhere to be seen on the roof. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Like, she was dead already at that point. From that day on, I came to school for the sole purpose of meeting her again. I did everything I could. I went to the roof on my lunch breaks and stayed behind after school. I couldn't meet her very often. It was only 2 or 3 times a week for just that one moment when I arrived on the roof. She would look my way for that one moment. For the one moment, my cheeks would grow hot. I loved that moment. But those were the only moments I could see her. She would disappear before I'd even blink. Her spot would be empty, unoccupied. She would be gone, as if she'd simply faded away. On sunny days, her black sailor uniform stood out starkly against the blue sky. The uniform that was only hers. But no one else ever noticed her. Around the end of April, I finally realized, that girl on the roof is a ghost. I'm the only one who can see her, and I can only see her for those split seconds. I understood then. That's a little bit like a horror plot, don't you think? I understood then, but I wasn't afraid. No one else could see her. I was the only one who knew she existed, and she was so beautiful. I was actually happy about it. I wished I could see her more. She could see more of her, truly meet her. I wanted to talk to her, have a conversation about what I wasn't thinking that far ahead. But she was so beautiful, so wonderful, I admired her so much, I wanted to speak to her, I really did. Oh, that's why she was a little bit, down, or like, you know, in her own thoughts when we were talking earlier, because, you know, that day drew closer. I did everything I could to get to school. I went to the roof every day, many times. I could only see her for those short moments, even if I sat where she had been, I was always alone. I thought maybe I should say something to her, but no words ever came. I'll just sit there. Even doing that again and again was kind of fun. But those fun days didn't last long. My health had always been fragile. I'd probably missed half of all my elementary and middle school days. I'd even overheard my parents and relatives talking about how I'd be lucky to live to 15. Jesus. I did as much as I could to see her after I started school at Shojou. Even if I had a bit of a fever, I'd pretended I was fine and go to school anyway. Why in the hell? Alright. Jesus fucking... The Walking Dead is coming back again. I feel the tears forming. What the fuck? Okay. Getting me in the feels a little bit here. Okay, wait a second. If my voice is getting wibbly wobbly, you know what's about to happen. I was happy to see her, and I loved the moments when she appeared. Mom and Dad worried about me, but they were happy for me too. But my body just couldn't keep up with my feelings. It was just an ordinary cold, the sort you catch when the seasons change, when the rainy season starts and the temperature fluctuates. The sort of cold normal people would recover from with a few days of rest, but not me. My fever refused to break. It became pneumonia, and I was hospitalized. I never recovered. My last living memory is my mom looking down and consoling me as she cried. Ooh, I remember thinking, even as I looked back at her, that I wanted to go to school, thinking I wanted to see her. After that, I went to sleep, and I never woke up. Fucking damn it. I don't know how much my mom cried or how sad my dad was. I didn't see my funeral either. Because by the time I realized I was on the roof, and I saw her clearer than before, and she looked over to me the same way she always did when I arrived on the roof. She looked really surprised. Seconds passed, but she didn't disappear. She was there. I couldn't take it anymore. I ran straight to her. Finally, we had some clearance. My voice is working. I can talk to her. Oh, I can hear her too. Her voice is mature and beautiful, just like I imagined, and my voice is reaching her. What should I say? What should we talk about? I thought about this, dreamed about it, but there's one thing I wanted to tell her first. Right off the bat, alright. For a while she was frozen there, a stunned look on her face. Of course I hadn't realized I'd never even told her my name. I just wanted her to know. I wanted to tell her that that first feeling I'd felt when I met her. She held that surprised expression a little longer then. She smiled kindly to me and... That's how she responded. That was June 30th, about 30 years ago. I'd confessed to her before. I'd really even grasped the fact that I'd become a ghost. We spoke about each other after that and about all sorts of other things. I spent all that time on this roof with Sachi-san. Doesn't really still explain though why she was able to actually see her. That's the thing, you know, like, why did she even see Sachi-san? That's the kind of thing I don't really get. Maybe we get a little bit more clearance about that, but that definitely explains what I was like. That explains what I was always, what I couldn't fathom before, because you know, as I always said, like the 50-year discrepancy between the two of them makes sense now. Okay. The roof was deserted, no doubt due to the rain. No one had come up during lunch, and no one was there after school either. Sachi-san was gone too.
つまんな。
I muttered, leaving the eaves of the entrance to the roof.
雨か。
What was it like back then, on those days when I tried everything to get to the school to see Sachi-san? I wouldn't strain myself by going out on the roof with an umbrella, so I probably just peeked out from the roof entrance before leaving. I don't think I saw her on those rainy days. Now the rain doesn't matter, it goes right through my body. I don't feel heat or cold. I won't get wet, so I can walk around like normally. It's just or float. It's just a matter of my mood. It's probably why I'm feeling all gloomy and melancholic.
もうすぐ。
June is about to end, the 30th is approaching.
サチさん、覚えていてくれてるのかな。
But obviously, it's a special day for me, the only day I was able to speak. The day I was able to speak with Sachi-san, and the day I confessed to her, the day I became a ghost, and she could be together, with Sachi-san forever. I don't think she'd forget, but on days like this, when we're apart after school, I get anxious. I know why we're apart, it's because Yuna's appeared. Someone who can see Sachi-san and me and speak with us, not a ghost but a living person. Thanks to Yuna, a dream Sachi-san's always wanted to realize may come true, helping girls who want to convey their feelings but can't, and allowing their love to bloom. And if this school gets filled with girl-girl couples, someone may be able to tell us how to love each other as girls. But for that to happen,
最近なんか忙しくなっちゃったな。
well, yeah. It's like that Sachi-san looks so happy every day, but when she's talking to Yuna so excitedly, the jealousy. I looked down from the lonely roof empty of even Sachi-san.
ユナだ。
That's why she's a little bit aggressive, but I mean figures.
ユナ。めぐみ。びっくりした。
No duh, I snuck up behind you to do just that. I caught her just before she left the main gate. I can't go outside the school grounds after all, so this is about as far as I can make it.
何よ。驚いちゃって失礼ね。
What the hell does that mean?
背中から声をかけられたら傘もさしてない人がいるのよ。びっくりするわよ。
I'm telling you, that's what I was going for.
そうやって雨の中傘もささずにいると幽霊っぽく見えるわね。
Can't take that as a compliment if you want. Well, I am one, the genuine article.
帰るとこ。
ええ、今日は特にすることもなし。
Actually, everyone's kind of in trouble lately. It's just that we haven't been able to report as much because of the downpour. We still need to make new plans.
何？何か用？
別に。ユナが帰るとこが見えたからちょっと声かけただけだもん。
Alright then. Yuna, she suddenly appeared between Sachi-san and me. Sachi-san and I both knew she'd be coming to the roof to eat lunch since last year, but that was it, so we never thought any more of her. That thing at the end of the holidays in May was just to pass the time too. Sachi-san and I play around like that all the time. We didn't mean to tease her, we didn't think she could hear us after all. We didn't think that way anyway. And yet, against all expectations, Yuna heard us, she'd seen us and was surprised. We were surprised too, we'd barely even considered that someone like her could exist. Sachi-san and I had talked before about what we'd do if someone like that appeared, what we'd ask them to do. But I never expected it to happen. Yet, Yuna heard us, she saw us, and she's gotten in between Sachi-san and me. Sachi-san seems happy and that she's finally able to do what she'd always wanted to, and I'm happy that Sachi-san is happy, but Yuna's presence is making me nervous and irritated. There you go. So she said she doesn't really understand homosexuality and that she can't since she's never been in love. That's fine. I don't care as long as she doesn't think poorly of my relationship with Sachi-san. But if she doesn't understand it now, what if she came to understand? Would she fall in love with Sachi-san? She's a ghost, so that wouldn't work. Would she fall in love with all of Sachi-san's wonderful qualities? She's kind of a recluse and shies away from getting involved with people, but she's smart and seems competent, and I guess she does have a few friends. And she's helping us out since Yuna got in between us, we've found and helped Maki-chan, Sasa-san, Kiri-san, and one after another. Well, Kiri-san a little bit, yeah. Sachi-san seems happy about that. She seems to really enjoy helping out with Yuna. Maybe she's having so much fun she's forgotten my important day. Since Yuna showed up... If Yuna falls in love with Sachi-san, nope, that's not it. I don't care about that.